next topic is the problem faced by small scale industry in India. So the first problem is external and internal problem. Okay, so every small scale industries will have a certain problem. Okay, so here the external problem is which talks about the control of an entrepreneur, which is the problem faced beyond the control of an entrepreneur. So now it may be based on the infrastructure facilities or about the finance, whatever is said to be the external problems. Okay, the internal problems are related to your structure of the organization, the faculty planning, or if there is any poor management. Okay, so these kinds of problem arises as internal problems. Okay, so these are the two problems. So external is which is done, the problem which is done outside the control, okay, which is beyond the control of an entrepreneur, and the internal problem is wherein which is done due to the poor management or due to there is no proper planning which is being done by the entrepreneurs. So this is the first problem which is being faced by the entrepreneurs. The next is licensing. So licensing, it's not that easy to get license. Every now and then if you start a small business, it's not that easy to get your license. So you have to get the license for the organization, you have many procedures which has to be done, isn't it? So here licensing is in certain cases what happens, entrepreneurs will not have much finance. So if there is lack of finance, then they don't get the license for the industry or for the business which is being set up. Okay, so in such case what happens, they have to pay bribes to get the license. So this is again a problem which is being faced by the entrepreneurs in small scale industries. Okay, so corruption. So when corruption and bureaucracy are very very important when we talk about the problems faced by the small scale industries. So licensing is very easy, and there are very simple steps wherein you get the license. But when you don't have much finance, so what you do is you have to pay bribes. So this becomes another problem. Isn't it an advantage here? No, this becomes an disadvantage for us when you're paying bribe. Okay, the next is finance. So without finance, nothing can be done, isn't it? So finance is the lifeblood of any kind of an organization. So here, if even though it is a small enterprise, okay, there should be much finance which is being required. So when there is lack of finance, again this becomes a problem here. So the scarcity of capital or inadequate ability of credit facilities creates major problem in the industries. So firstly is there should be adequate amount of finance. Okay, if it is not available, then it becomes a problem. Secondly, what happens is there will be low credit worthiness. There are different institutions wherein they don't provide us finance. So in such cases this becomes a problem for small scale industries. See, we say it as in small scale industries. So here the entrepreneurs do not have much funds. Okay, they don't have their own funds. Okay, they don't have their own fixed capital investment to obtain any kind of resources immediately. So this later what happens now is, since they have lack of finance, so they go for credit worthiness. So in such cases, due to the problem which has been arise because of lack of finance, they go and get the credit worthiness, that is in the form of loan, and later on there will be doubtful debtors. Okay, they will not be able to pay their loans here. So that is the major problem faced by the entrepreneurs here. So finance, so when you have lack of finance, you go and borrow it. So when you're borrowing it, when you're paying back, you have to pay with the interest. So in certain cases you may not be able to pay the loan which is being taken by you. So that becomes a problem for the entrepreneur. The next is location. Location is, see, small scale industries can be set up. Now here establishing the small business is also a problem. Now when your location, you can see, since it is a small scale industry, you can set wherever you want, but you don't, in certain cases you don't get place where there is easy flow of resources which is being done, wherein you can transfer the raw materials and you can manufacture. That becomes a problem. Okay, so location is, you may not get a location wherein you have all the availability of financial resources, or you can purchase the raw materials, labor, power, transport system, etc. So when you don't have these many things, then it lacks, isn't it? You can't produce the product here. So that becomes a problem faced by the small scale industry. may get a place, but the location should match your needs and requirements. So this is a problem. The next is raw materials. Okay, so raw materials is the small scale enterprises, normally they require raw materials. It is a very essential tool, isn't it? So here what happens, there will be inadequate quality. Say when you're purchasing the raw material will not meet your expectations. The quality of the raw materials will be very less. Okay, so it won't meet your expectations. So in such case, what happens? Are you satisfied? Are you being satisfied here? No. So that is in problem again here. So raw material is wherein there will be numerous problems like say for example the availability of inadequate quantity or poor quality, and even supply of raw materials is not regularly done. And see, when you have all these factors, what happens? There will be adverse effect of functioning of these units. So say for example in case of large scale units, there will be the requirement of the resources will be more, isn't it? So when you compare your small scale industries and your large scale industries, the small scale industries requires very less raw materials, isn't it? So here when I talk about raw materials, they will be satisfied by getting the raw materials on time, but the quantity and the quality will not meet their expectations. So again, so this becomes, you agree that this becomes a problem for an entrepreneur. Okay, and see, again there will be non-availability of quality raw materials. Okay, say for example hand looms and power looms as well. Either your handicrafts, any kind of a thing. If there is poor quality, then the customers will not meet their requirements. The next is technology. Okay, so now technology becomes a very adverse problem. So in case of manufacturing purposes, it faces a lot many problems here. So here the major handicaps of small scale sectors have been the absence of latest technology. So here the latest technology is not being used. Okay, so latest technology, yes, they are using the technology, but they're not very much updated. So that becomes a disadvantage. Okay, so when they don't use the latest technologies, okay, since they don't have finance, if they're not able to adopt for the latest technology, then if they're using the old kind of machinery, what happens here? The quality will not be same. When you look at your normal machine as well as your latest technology wise machine, the quality, the differentiation of quality will be there, isn't it? So yeah, they will not be getting high rate of productivity. When they don't use latest technology, then they will not be exposed to high quality products, or they will not have high rate of productivity. So here this is all because of underutilizations of various causes of the underutilization of raw materials or problem associated with funds. Since you're not able to buy the machinery, what happens? Why are you not able to buy the machinery? Is because you are lacking in the fund. Okay, so that becomes again a disadvantage. And even the availability of power. So if you don't have power consumption, can you use the technology here? No, never. So these are the small scale industries wherein they have to come up by utilizing the new advanced technologies. The next is managerial inefficiency. So managerial inefficiency is the success of an industry is largely determined by the satisfactory management of finance, inventory, budgeting, marketing, accounting, and manpower. So many units fall sick because of improper handling of these areas of management. See, management inefficiency. Management inefficiency is, see, now the small scale industry will be managed, isn't it? So here the high authority have to take care very carefully about the management process. Okay, so here in case of finance or in case of inventory or about the budgeting, all these things have to be taken by the entrepreneurs. Okay, so entrepreneur will have a person recruit. Okay, the manager will be taking up all the initiatives wherein he will have his own abilities, his own skills and knowledge wherein he will be utilizing in the organization. So now he has to utilize all these skills over here. So if it is not being used, if it is improper, if it is done improper handling, then the industry will basically fall under sick. Okay, so it will basically come down. So that is what it says. Many units fall sick because of improper handling of these areas of management. See, when I talk about management of finance, there should be a person who is able to manage the finance, and there should be an auditor wherein he audits every now and then. Okay, if there's no person to manage the finance, what happens? It becomes an improper handling. Okay, then they will not know what finance is coming in and going out, isn't it? So there should be proper person who's been guiding, and there shouldn't lack in all these areas. The next is faulty planning. Faulty planning and inadequate appraisal of projects leads to failure of SSI, that is small scale industries. No proper viability studies, technical or economic, are carried out before units are informed. So faulty is nothing but a word wherein there will be some kind of defects. If there is a defect, what happens? Then it leads to a failure, isn't it? So here, faulty planning is nothing, an inadequate appraisal of project leads to failure of small scale industries. So there may be a person, okay, there should be a proper person wherein he takes up all the technical and economic structure of the organization. If he fails to do that, then there will be failure in small scale industries. Faulty is nothing but it's not adequate. Okay, the information which is given by the person has not been adequate, or there may be some fraudulent activities being done. Okay, if there is improper planning, what happens? Then it leads to failure of small scale industries. So there should be a proper study which has to be done based on the economic and technical units before forming the small scale industries. The next is lack of machinery and equipment. So I already spoke about technology. Since they are not using the latest technology, there's lack of machinery and equipment. That is, they are not striving towards say modern machineries and equipment. Why? Because they are very, they lack in the finance. So many small scale industries are outdated, and they're very much basically used towards the traditional technology. Traditional is wherein handloom, which is done by your hands, isn't it? And when I talk about modern is wherein we are use of latest technologies. So lack of machinery and equipment, why they are not using here is because they are focusing on the traditional technology and equipment. So this becomes again a disadvantage on or a problem for small scale industries. The next is absence of adequate infrastructure. So this is one of the major problem which is being faced by the small units. Okay, so these industrial estates found in towns and cities are having one or more problems like lack of power supply. So in case the small scale industries is set up, adequate infrastructure is where they don't have proper infrastructure given. Okay, so they may set up a small scale industries, but they don't have proper infrastructure like power supply, or let it be transportation, wherein you have to transport the raw materials from one place to another. If there is no proper transportation, you can't transfer the goods from one place to another. Okay, so even though it is being found in towns and cities, they have problems like they don't have power supply. There may be power cut always, and water and drainage problem. The major problem here, they don't have water facilities. Poor roads, I already spoke about transportations. Then the raw material, the quality of raw materials which they require will not meet their expectations. And even the marketing problem. Okay, so the marketing problem arises because they can't, once the goods is being produced, they are not able to transfer it from one place to another. So these when you have absence of adequate infrastructure, entirely it affects the quality, the quantity, as well as the production of the product. Okay, so this is again a problem for the small scale industries. The next is competition from large scale and imported products. So small scale units find very difficult to compare. See, when you compare with large scale industry, the comparison will actually differ. So here when you compare with your large scale industries, it's very difficult to compete with the products of large scale units and imported products which are comparatively of better quality than small units. So when we talk about competition, when you always basically compare your small scale with your large scale, the large scale sector will have a quality products and they will be using latest technology. But when you compare with your small scale industries, they will be little bit behind when you compare your large scale industries, even your imported products as well. Why? Because here the quality which is being used or the technology used is said to be very less. The next is other problems. So beside all the problems, small scale units have been constrained by a number of other problems also. They include poor project planning. Okay, if there is no proper plan, see, when you start up a small scale industry, I already said there are different steps how to start a small scale industry. It's not that easy. See, when you want to become an entrepreneur, you can't just directly set up the business. There are certain procedures. You have to go ahead by these many procedures. So first is you have to plan exactly. So if you don't have proper plan, then you can't carry on the business here. The next, managerial inadequacy. So you have to plan. Managerial inadequacy is nothing but, I already said, there should be proper handling of the management. Okay, so that shouldn't be lacking behind. An old and orthodox design and high degree of obsolescence. See, the other problems is you shouldn't be sticking on to one particular product. You should be producing different products by the use of latest technology as well as the designs as well. So when you're going back for your traditional ones, here the customer's requirement will be different. So you have to move according to the customer's satisfaction and the requirements. So these are the problems faced by the small scale industries. So we looked in the problems which is being faced by small scale industries. So when you have problem, you just can't live the problems like that. So now, how are you overcoming these problems? So we have various measures to overcome the problems of small scale industries. Okay, so previously we looked in the problems which is being faced. Now for the problems, what are the solutions or what are the answers you are being getting here? So first is credit facilities. So now what the government does here is, see, they have lack of finance. When you look in the problems, okay, when you looked in the problem here, you have finance problem, isn't it? So when you have the financial problem, here the credit facility will be given by the government. So for small and cottage industries, wherein they have to pay a very low rate of interest. Now they provide loan, isn't it? So when the loan is being provided, see, I already said, when the loan is being taken up by you all, and after certain days, you're not able to repay the loan. Why? Because you have to pay the interest as well. So in such case, the government is providing loan wherein you have to pay, the interest paid on the loan is very less. So government provides the credit facilities here. Okay, so the it provides facilities through many institutions like your IFCI, your ICICI, IDBI, etc. Okay, these many credit facilities will be given to small as well as cottage industries with low rate of interest. And also they provide loan at a minimum interest rate to encourage small scale sectors. So when they provide loans for these small scale sectors, what happens, the entrepreneurs will be fully satisfied and they can meet their expectations here. The next is industrial estates. Okay, so industrial estates is they don't have proper transportations, or they don't have proper power supply and all, isn't it? So here the government will provide industrial estate is wherein they provide in different cities, like wherever you set up the small scale industries. Okay, so wherever you have this unit set up, there will be industrial estates provided. That is nothing but they provide your basic needs like your roads, banking, transportation facilities to encourage the entrepreneurs. Okay, the next is testing laboratories. The government will test the laboratories wherein, see, you have very low quality of raw materials which is being sent. So when there is testing laboratories done, you will be tested over here. The raw material which is being transferred to you or which is being taken up by you all will be tested here. So wherein you don't have wherein you can have the quality of products here. Okay, so when there is test which is being done on the raw materials, okay, so there will no be any mismatch of your needs. So they establish testing laboratories to maintain prescribed standards of product for cottage industries. So the quality of product will be same when you look up all the units produced. The next is publicity. Publicity is wherein see, when you're producing the product, you have to publish it, isn't it? So you have to how do you do publicity is one is it has been done through advertisement. So now the government will display centers and showrooms. So here the showrooms and centers will be opened up wherein you can sell your products, sell your manufactured products, and you can meet your target customers. So the government is providing all these facilities. The next is facility of raw materials. So again, the government imports raw materials from cottage industries. Okay, they import it from the abroad and provide. So they import it from abroad at a very low price. Okay, and at a certain price, and then they sell it at a low price to encourage the small scale entrepreneurs. So they buy at certain price. So they buy by paying a lump sum amount there. But here, when they sell it to the small scale industry, they don't have target at the lump sum amount. They will go for the low price to encourage the small scale industries. The next is purchase of cottage industry products. So cottage industry, what they do is they manufacture and they provide the finished product. Okay, the government purchases the finished product from small scale industries and facilitates sale. Okay, the small scale industry is producing and manufacturing and producing the products here. So the government purchases the finished products, okay, from the small scale industries and they sell it out. The next is protection against foreign competitors. The government has also provided protection of home industries by imposing heavy duties on imports. So protection against foreign competition. See, you may have a number of products which is coming in and going out. So what government is doing is they protect the foreign competitions. That is, when the foreign competitors are selling it, they have to pay high or heavy taxes on their imports. So in such case, it becomes an income for the government as well. So they protect against the foreign competitors. The next is establishment of training institutions. Okay, so training institutions like they provide qualified workers. Okay, so there should be skilled and knowledgeable workers in the organization. Okay, once the workers is being recruited, they provide training facilities for the workers both in cottage as well as small scale industries. The next is handicap centers. So this is being provided by the Indian government. You all know what is handicap centers. Have been set up to promote handicraft in India by the government. The next is advisory services. Advisory services is wherein it provides guidance to new entrepreneurs. So advisory services is, see, already the entrepreneurs would have been set up a business. Now when the new entrepreneurs are coming in and starting up the business, so the old entrepreneurs who's already started up and set up the unit will provide an advice or will give advice to the new entrepreneurs. So this is how you have to set up. Okay, they would have known the procedures. Okay, they would have overcome all these difficulties. So what they do is they provide advice to the new entrepreneurs in the small scale